The following podcast contains language and themes that some people may find offensive. It also contains marriage counselling. Enjoy!
Hello and welcome to That Was the Week That Was it? The podcast that asks the guests how their week was last week, and the guests generally answer, nah, 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 nah. I'm Alex Sievewright, and joining me as co-host for this week is Hayley Pettitt. Hey
Hello.
Hayley, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm great.
Applause, thanks.
I felt like you should have some applause.
Thank you very much, Jake. I'm warm, I'm hot in this new place I've moved into. It's either any room is either really cold or really hot. And
Well, the
it's
cold
really
ones are often
confusing.
haunted because it's quite an old house, isn't it? So...
It is, yeah. It's like a Tudor house. It's about 500 years old. It's got the biggest airing cupboard I've ever seen in my life, and also the hottest airing cupboard, because apparently the boiler in there heats the entire house. And we're just in a very small annex part of it.
Except for the rooms with dead people in.
Yes, those rooms got a C yet. So how's your week been, Hayley?
Yeah, it's been a bit of a mixed bag, actually. Yeah. What's happened? So I went for a job. I didn't get the job. Sad times. I've had my drains surveyed. I mean, it's been going on. I know.
We'll discuss that later.
Real story.
So our guest for this episode is he's a comedian, he's a composer, he's a writer, he's a voice actor, he's
Vegan.
Host of the podcasts Not Today, Thank You, and the Vegan Life magazine podcast. It's Jake Yapp. Hello, Jake.
Mate. I mean, all of it is just barely, isn't it? I mean, the only things that you can really say legitimately about all of that list that you did are the things that are unpaid.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Should have said that. He is unpaid.
Yeah. It's an important distinction.
But you've been paid for some of the stuff you've done, haven't you?
Some of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Even I've been paid. I don't know how to brag. I've been paid by John Holmes. Now, there's not many people can say that.
No, I've actually been paid by John Holmes as well.
So I'm the only one
in money.
Can't say they've been paid by John Holmes, really?
Yeah. It took a while, Hayley. I'll be honest with you.
I was paid in Wurzels. What were you paid in?
I was paid in Werther's Originals, so I think he's working through the W's.
Oh, fine. Well,
yeah.
Enjoy
your. I will. Well, he offered me one, like an old man offers a small child one, which is really odd because I tower over him. So, yeah. But no, we've been paid by John Holmes. Hayley, one day maybe you will be paid by John Holmes as well.
Possibly in, I don't know, Watsits or something.
Wham bars.
Wham bars. Oh, I used to love a wham bar.
Yeah, well, this is the best time of year because the wham bars are all turning pink.
They're ripening.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Does anyone remember Gorgon bars, which were like wham bars?
No.
That's a thing your mum made up.
Yeah, you've made that up.
She'd pick up all the bits of chewing gum off the pavement and wedge them together and then say, have a Gorgon bar.
Yeah. Probably. I mean, they did exist. They were at the tuck shop. They were next to the wham bars. And
weirdly, they tasted like old Hubba Bubba and grit.
They did. You say that. They were lime green and they had little bits of black stuff in them. So yeah, it probably was.
Yeah.
Probably was dirt, actually.
Good for your enamel.
If I'm honest. But Jake, we've known each other for quite a few years now, haven't we?
Yeah.
We first met in 2005, I believe, on that, well, frankly, disastrous blind date. I don't know if you remember.
I do remember. I'm slightly surprised you brought it up because I paid your bail and you have always promised to pay me back for it, but you haven't. I remember you phoning me like it was about a year later and saying, I've bought a new hi-fi and it's really, really great. And you were playing me like S Club 7 and stuff, saying you can't hear it down the phone, but the bass is amazing. And I was like, I'm happy for you, mates. I'd quite like to have the bail money back.
Yeah.
But you bought the hi-fi instead.
Well, there ain't no party like an S Club party.
No, and there ain't no debt collector like Fistula. debt collection agency who came round
Fistula. Jesus.
the next day. So I ended up with a credit blacklisting.
Yes, of course. Yep. You're welcome.
Has meant I haven't been able to make any major purchase in the last decade and a half.
Alex, that's mean.
Well, it's not mean. No, it's not mean. It's all about context. Okay. I went to jail. I was going to go to jail anyway. I got my bail paid. I was arrested for something that Jake did.
Oh, okay.
So it kind of balances out.
You claimed I had encouraged you to do that thing on the blind date recording, and I hadn't. Before the screen went back, and then the screen went back.
Yes,
and everyone saw you doing it, but I did not tell you to do that. And even if I had, you chose to do that.
Well, when Scylla's saying, let's see what you could have won, but that's the other thing, isn't it?
Although that would have been better.
I thought, well, I'll make an impression. I'm going to make an impression. And Jake said, always show your arse to Scylla Black.
No, I never said that. No, I never said that.
Maybe your eyes? Maybe you just misheard it.
I
think I said, don't back chat Scylla Black. She's notoriously ferocious.
She is.
She has a crate of champagne. I did hear, actually, this is genuine. I heard she insisted one of her contract riders was a crate of champagne backstage for every recording of Blinder Data.
A crate?
A crate of champagne.
Nice. Maybe that's why so many people went on it.
Yeah.
Did she finish it each recording?
I suspect. I mean, what's fun is that you can't libel the dead, so I can gleefully tell you that I also heard I've gone from that, which is sort of reasonably high grade backstage story, but from the 80s, therefore fairly worthless, to almost a contemporary one, but equally worthless, which is that Nicholas Parsons. When he did Just a Minute before he died, and it's really sad, and I was terribly moved by
just a minute before he died, or
just 1 minute before he died. He basically would sort of say, "Oh, could we have some bits and pieces, some nibbles and stuff backstage?" And the production staff, because it's Nicholas Parsons, had to say, "Oh, yeah, of course, Nicholas." And he would literally email them his shopping list for the week. It'd be like Marmite, fish fingers, like whatever and they would have to buy his groceries for the week, and he would walk home with them in a carrier bag.
That's quite impressive.
That's a rubbish, I'm certainly in the inner circle of showbiz.
Yeah.
But that's as good as I've got, and I've blown it already, so
we need some personal automatic for the backstage crew.
Tune away. Yeah.
So Jake, that lovely banter, and I will pay you back at some point, but we are here to talk about your week.
Last week. I thought I was sort of under the apprehension that this was a podcast where a married couple work through their problems through small talk with a sub-minor celebrity. Is that?
Yeah.
Like marriage counselling.
That's what I thought. So, Hayley, you're not right, because in previous iterations of this podcast, Alex has been all, this is my podcast wife, or this is my actual wife, or whatever.
Yeah.
You're not.
This is Hayley.
You're not.
No kind of wife.
You're no wife.
Not any sort of wife category.
Could you?
You can be.
Can you be the voice of Alex's wife for the purpose of this?
You could be voice wife. I'd accept that.
Fine.
Alex,
my vocal wife.
Alex, mate. I feel like I want to kind of it's not an intervention, but I want to get you to open up a bit, because I feel like you're quite, and I'm saying this with love and nothing but love, like you're quite controlling, and you need to open up. So like Hayley, how do you think Emmy is feeling in this relationship?
What, because of voice wife now?
Well, as voice wife, how do you feel actual wife of Alex is doing? Is she okay, do you think?
I think she's having a lovely time, having some time to herself, to be perfectly honest.
Right. So if I'm understanding that right, Okay, Alex, what Emmy through Hayley is saying there is that she feels like you spend too much time worrying about your work and not enough time focusing on the two of you as a couple.
I mean, you say work. I mean,
work generally is paid.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, work is generally
See,
paid.
this is you clamming up again. You're clamming up again. No, Emmy, as Hayley, do you agree? You know, because does he clam up? No, sorry, no. I'm sorry, Hayley and Emmy by proxy. Does he clam up when he's confronted like that?
Hang on, what about Kate? Don't forget Kate.
Kate's
right. Well, there's this litany
pregnant.
of women.
She's pregnant.
All right,
she's pregnant, and
you don't have to
she has
brag
no
about
use
it.
for me anymore.
No, there we go.
Right, hang on.
Do you see?
Hold on. 1 second.
No, stop being controlling, Alex.
Emmy.
Hayley.
Yeah, get Emmy in. Get Emmy in. Let Emmy speak for herself, Jake.
Emmy.
Well, I think that I know that you two talk a lot.
Bloody coming.
Hayley,
Do you know what? Right.
I know that.
We've come here to talk about your week.
No, you see, we haven't. We've come here to talk about you. And
hold on,
look, Hayley. If I've understood this right, you see, he can't. And this, if I may say so, this is very childish. Getting up and walking away.
Yeah, look, it's dropping off.
He's not embracing it.
Not great for radio, but yeah, Alex has left the room.
See what I'm hearing in these podcasts from Emmy, from Kate, and possibly from you is that this whole exterior bravado of Alex is masking a deep sense of inadequacy.
She's left me.
Do you think he feels inadequate?
Only on Sundays.
She's actually run off.
Yeah.
God bless.
Only on Sundays. And I think you're being very diplomatic. If I'm understanding what you're saying there, Hayley, and if I'm understanding correctly, which I'm not, what I think you're saying is that as far as Emmy's concerned, she wouldn't even feel it if it went in sideways.
Jake, how was Monday?
Yeah, it's good. I did a podcast. I don't know if you have had much experience with them, but
I've heard of them.
I've done quite a lot of podcasts. It's a fun thing to do if you're middle-aged and irrelevant and want to pretend there may still be some possibility of a career in the media. There isn't, and at some point I'll have to confront that, just as you'll have to confront all the things we talked about when you didn't have headphones on.
I'll get the edit sorted. That's fine.
But I did my podcast. It went okay. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. Look, Alex, mate, you know I'm a massive fan of everything you do, and I would never lie to you. It's been a catastrophic week, mate.
Oh, man. Do you actually want to talk about it? Or
I don't know. We'll see what happens when we come to it. But Monday I did a podcast.
What was the podcast?
It was Not Today, Thank You. And it was it was fine.
Yeah.
It was fine.
Now you do still do that every day?
No. I've gone down. In fact, by the time this goes out, I'm doing it once a week. Which feels slightly saner. I was doing it 5 days a week. I went down to 3, and now it's 1, and then we'll get down to fortnightly. And I mean, that's a cop out, isn't it? But I've launched a new podcast. I haven't, but again, by the time this goes out, I think I will have called Audio Freaks.
Ooh.
And that's the one I'd like you to listen to. It's FREQS, as in frequencies, Audio Freaks.
That's nice.
That sounds good.
And it's me and my cousin, who's Emmy Award nominated. Nominated.
Still good.
I mean, that's it. Yeah, I'm Emmy Award.
My wife
submitted. No. I mean, he would win an award from your wife. Do you want to go back to talking about that?
Yes,
not really.
Okay.
Tell me about the Emmys.
Yeah. My cousin did some work on Sesame Street sound design.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so
that's fantastic.
Yeah, so he literally had that kind of heart in mouth moment at about 3:00 in the morning one Sunday, wondering if he was going to win a thing, but of course he didn't. Of course he didn't. But it sounds good when I say that it's a podcast all about sort of weird audio esoterica, found bits of mad audio. He has this incredible hoard of stuff, and so we sort of unearth fun, wacky stuff each week. And
I love the sound of that. That sounds great.
Is this your cousin? Is it Dave? Dave?
Yeah. Well,
doing my research.
Well Googled.
I can use Google, everybody.
I would have hired you for your job. What was the job? Can you tell us what the job was?
What job?
That you went
the
for?
job that you lost or didn't get, should I say? Sorry to rub it in.
Yeah.
Well, there it is.
It's got quite a dull job title, actually. It's operational policy manager. And to be fair, I didn't really understand the job title, so it probably wasn't best odds that I was going to get it. But, you know, it still sticks a little bit, doesn't it? On to the next one.
I'm trying to figure out what company that would be for. Like Nando's? I don't know.
Nando's? No.
Anyway, so that was what I did on Monday, and it was fine.
Well, that sounds good. That sounds more than fine. That sounds good.
It gives me the illusion of meaning.
Are there any sounds on it from Sesame Street?
No. No. I believe those laid back crazy kids probably pursue copyright infringement quite aggressively.
So what was the category he was nominated for?
A best sound design. Best audio design.
Okay. Oh, because he does Foley work.
He does. Yeah, he did. Yeah, amazing. Yeah, he did. He does sort of track laying now, but he used to do actual Foley work for wildlife programs. So he'd go into a studio with a tank of water and gravel and sand, and I remember calling him oranges. They used a lot. I said, I remember calling him one day and saying, "How was work?" And he was like, "Yeah, it was cool. I was a crocodile eating an armadillo," and he had to do that because, of course, you can't mic up a crocodile. I mean, try it, sure, but. So all those wildlife shows where it's all done on massive telephoto lenses, they have to replace the sound, and that very often is. If you hear anyone drowning on TV, literally man, woman, or child, it's probably my cousin. He recorded the industry standard drowning sound, and people pitch shifted up for kids and women.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, that's horrible.
He really went for it.
So he's almost like the Wilhelm scream.
Yeah, absolutely.
Drowning.
The Dave Yapp drown. Yeah.
Wonderful. There's those particular sounds, isn't there, that get in your head that you know that it's the Wilhelm scream. Probably the drowning one as well. I probably do know that one. But it's that baby laugh. Do you know the one I'm talking about?
I think
There's a baby's laugh that
yes.
has just been used for years and years and years. It's kind of like a and
was it you?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Although he's probably the same age as me now, to be honest. But yeah, I don't like that one.
All right. I won't play it in.
God, I'll find it and put it somewhere. But who knows? It might be in that music.
Who knows? It might be, mightn't it? Yeah, who knows?
Who knows? Hey, who knows? So Monday you did a podcast.
Yep.
Did you release it the same day or straight away?
Oh yeah, I get it straight out, mate. There's no mucking about. There's no time for. I mean, I do another podcast, the Vegan Life Magazine podcast, and that's more of a crafted edit. Hard to believe listening to it, but that's full of terribleness that needs to be cut out.
I actually listened. No, I listened to the Vegan Life podcast.
God,
and it reminded me very much of your radio show on Talk Radio. Just the whole style of it.
Oh, interesting.
Maybe it was just your voice that reminded me of it. I don't know.
Yeah, was it the right-wing invective that I listed across it? Yeah,
that's right. Oh, could you imagine if you were still there, Jake? You see, I thought you got fired after you had me on as a little.
No,
guest.
I mean I was pulled in for a chat, obviously.
Yeah.
Don't do that again. Don't do that again. 4 words.
Yeah.
It's a very short chat.
Did you know that, Hayley? On Talk Radio, one time I was. What would you say my position was on that? Was it literally just guest or?
Sure.
Was it?
I don't know. Fluffer, I think it was what we put on the contract.
I mean, I hesitate to use the term co-host because that was not what I was. but I was there.
I mean,
for
attendee. That was
for,
it. It was good.
Yeah, which was very brave of you. You know,
that's fine. As I say, 4 words. Don't do that again.
yes,
but we're all here and we're still alive, and there are frozen peas in our freezers.
Yeah, I haven't got any. I'm all out.
Do you ever have that thing where you meet someone like when you haven't seen them for like 15 years? I mean, you too, and I'd be like, you're being crazy, but like, you know, you go to a workplace and you'd be like, oh my God, it's you. I haven't seen you for 15 years. And you kind of go, wow, the earth has kept you in frozen peas for 15 years. 15 years, there's probably been a bag of frozen peas in your freezer.
I'm glad you think we look so young, because I don't think we are really. I don't think we're that different in age. Really? But thanks. Appreciate that. Yeah. I thought the webcam on my my laptop was really rubbish, but maybe it's quite good actually.
Got a filter.
It's
maybe so. Oh well, I mean, at least you're doing something on a Monday, Jake.
Yeah.
There is that.
There is that. I mean, you know, what I didn't do was have pizza, because you'd never do that on a Monday.
Friday or Saturday.
See, exactly. You would never have pizza on a Monday. You'd be insane if you went into work on a Tuesday and it was like, "Oh, how was your evening?" You'd be like, and you're like, "I had pizza." People are like, "What the hell are you, party boy?"
Yeah.
I set up a thing when I worked in an office called Monday Club, and the idea was if you were going to have a hangover, right, don't go out and get paralytic on a Friday night and then spend the weekend recovering. No, screw that. If you're going to recover, do it on the company dime, right? So go out on Monday night. Monday night, you go out and get drunk, and then you recover across the week, and then the weekend is yours. So we do, as a policy, we would go out on a Monday night and get absolutely destroyed on alcohol. And I would say, man, it's a young person's game. Like, if you're not in your mid-20s, forget it. It's hard and it hurts. And I did it for a while, and then I discovered that Monday Club was also the name of a neo-Nazi organization, and so overnight I disbanded it.
Oh, yes.
But it did get me a job at Talk Radio, so roundabouts.
Definitely.
Wow.
My God, yeah. I can't get drunk anymore, simply for the reason that, I mean, I could, but I don't want to
sound like Prince Andrew. I can't
swear. I didn't mean it like that at all. I just meant I literally, because I know the ramifications the next day would be too hideous for me to even comprehend. It's bad enough when I got the jab, because that felt like a hangover the next day.
I can't actually drink enough to get a hangover anymore.
Wow.
What does that mean?
I mean, it's like I can feel the effects of like 3 sips of wine.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So I'll be asleep long before I've drunk enough to have a hangover.
Bless.
Adorable.
So we're going to move on to Tuesday.
That's a good idea.
I think so too. What was Tuesday like for you, Jake?
I went to a French supermarket.
You were in France, I presume, then?
I was in France.
Ah.
Which made it much easier going to a French supermarket.
I imagine. Yeah. Supermarché.
The paperwork. Yeah. My obsession, my favorite thing is to go to a French supermarket. And it's where I buy all my underwear and T-shirts.
Okay.
Because they've all got English writing on that's just a little bit off. Just a little bit, not quite right.
Example.
And in honor of this podcast, I'm right now, this is the first time I've worn it, and you can tell because look, I kept the sticker on it.
Oh, lovely. Yes.
We're doing T-shirts, right? Not pants.
Yeah. Well, I'll show you that in a second. So this is a French supermarket T-shirt which says, "Everyone should be free and honesty." What is it? Honesty finds its own way.
Oh, well.
Like, okay.
That is a statement. What? That is a statement, isn't it?
And then, look, I've got French supermarket underwear. I am going to show you.
Go on.
Just the band. Just the band.
This will go on OnlyFans. It's fine.
It says, "Iconic Remix." Because if there's one thing you want to remix, it's your genitalia.
Oh my
This is
god!
If one
iconic.
thing needs a bit of jazzing up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I need
Wow.
those.
It's only Tuesday,
Yeah.
for God's sake. I mean,
Just
God, what's
wait till
coming
you hear about
next?
Friday. Yeah.
Iconic remix.
Iconic remix. We took your genitals and we remixed them.
That's wonderful. It's kind of like, you know, when you go to like a dodgy market and you get like the Calvini classics.
There you go.
underpants.
It's exactly that. There's
But that is great.
Yeah. I've got my favorite t-shirt, which can no longer be worn anywhere ever. Although I think you could wear it, but only if it was in a circumstance where you could explain why you were wearing it.
Right.
You know, particularly, you know, post 2017, right? So it's literally, I should have brought it down. It's just literally like a square. It's gray with a square of like camo pattern. And on the inside of the square with the camo pattern, it just has the legend, risky man.
Right.
Risky man. And so I guess what they're trying to convey with that is like edgy, you know, this guy's gritty and, you know, whatever. He's on the edge. But of course, it doesn't sound like that. But, you know, my point being, all men are risky.
It's true.
And until all men understand their inherent risk and manage that, we're not going to evolve as a society.
No, it's true.
But you can't walk down the street explaining that to everyone you meet. So it's a
people
very
just going to avoid you,
specific.
won't they?
Well, I mean, that happens anyway. Yeah.
I remember when I went to a Walmart in America, and you know, they like in Primark here, you've got the t-shirts that have got random like designs from, like, I don't know, Superman or Batman or some obscure stuff. Completely obscure in Walmart, they had a Platoon t-shirt.
Lovely.
With a picture of Charlie Sheen's face, and it just said Platoon across the top.
Perfect. Do they have it in kiddie sizes?
No. I really, but that I just stared at it for ages, thinking, "Wow, who would get that?"
That would make a great baby grow, man. The first casualty of war, you know. Yeah. I mean, all of this stuff, I just love it. I feel like it's designed by computer, like it's just some AI algorithm that's like looks at words that are trending and.
Yeah, I think you probably know.
My favorite ones are always the sort of tropical, cool. I've always been obsessed with. I've been obsessed with like a Ukrainian or Eastern European obsession with Malibu. If that makes sense, you know? So like this idea that if you live in the Eastern Bloc, your idea of paradise, Malibu. I love Malibu. And I did buy a t-shirt in a French supermarket that just says Malibu feelings. And it just felt right, man. It felt so right.
Yeah. It make you feel sunny.
It really, like I wanted to wear a pure white suit, white shoes, maybe roll the sleeves of formal jacket to the elbows, maybe a leather jacket. I don't know. I would like to have flying V guitar, you know, live the dream.
The shades that are wrapped around.
Because we can be free in our dreams.
Yes.
Of
Malibu feelings.
Malibu in our dreams. Always.
Yes. Oh.
Beautiful.
I am not risky man. I'm not risky man.
I am risky man. There was my favorite, honestly, my favorite t-shirt. There's another French supermarket one said on it, and it was sort of had that kind of jerky like font that looked like crazy eyes darting about. And it said, "Drive to the limit." I was like, as you should.
Yes.
Quite right.
Of course.
Just up to 70 is perfectly acceptable.
Drink drive?
Drive to the limit.
Sounds a bit dodgy.
Yeah.
Malibu feelings.
I really want a collection of these t-shirts.
I learned English from internet.
Yeah, you know where people do sort of booze cruises to Calais or you know, go in their car or whatever to go and just stock up. You should just go and get some French t-shirts from the supermarket.
Trust me,
I think.
It's the future.
I think so. There's I like the knockoff toys you get as well. Those kind of the cheap imitations. I'm addicted to looking at those on online. And I remember seeing this bag. It's like a backpack, and it had a slightly discoloured Sonic the Hedgehog on there,
Ah,
but also the words Obama.
perfect.
Yeah,
That's the
Obama the
algorithm
Hedgehog.
at work in all
Isn't it?
its glory.
yeah. Not a clue what's going on.
Obama the Hedgehog, man, I would play that.
Yeah.
I would,
Obama the
I would
Hedgehog.
actually vote for that if it was a guy dressed up as Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yes.
If Barack Obama came back and said, "Look, this time I want to do it kind of different. I want to be Sonic the Hedgehog," I would still vote for him.
Hear me
Yeah.
out. Hear me out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
The first
Sonic.
blue president
Yeah.
of the United States.
Joe Tails Biden.
Oh, I'd love that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Maybe Knuckles.
Well, we all
What
know
about
who
that?
Dr. Robotnik is. That's the
Oh God, yeah, yeah. Eggman,
Yeah.
orange Eggman. So you've
Yeah.
got the beautiful t-shirts from the French supermarket. Do you speak French, Jake, or do you just?
Yeah.
With a Russian accent? Or-
Yeah, vol. I do speak French. I mean, particularly when I'm drunk. So I could do it
Yes.
now. But
Are you drunk now?
slightly.
Can you tell
I
me?
didn't mean to be. I was kind of nervous about this. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh, well, you don't need to be nervous.
No, you really
Well,
don't need to be because
We're
I
just a
edit.
lovely married couple.
I-
We're all just having a nice chat. It's great.
Yeah.
I
It's
know,
great.
but,
We're just
you
going to
know,
invite you in, to our
Yeah,
marital bliss.
Podcast marriage.
right. See,
Various wives.
Hayley, what Alex is saying there,
Here
Oh,
we
if
go.
I'm understanding him right,
You're not.
is that
Which you're not.
he has impulses which don't make him gay, but they're things he wants to explore. And that doesn't mean he's not committed within the marriage. It just means that he wants to try them out
No, actually, you have got it right.
on
there,
Hampstead.
yeah.
He.
For the
You have got
first
it right
time,
there.
this is correct.
No,
Absolutely
that's-
bang on.
you bang on the money there, Jake.
Okay.
I feel like you might be projecting
I was-
slightly
I
there,
was-
Jake.
No, I've tried it all. I didn't enjoy it. You can't get the taste like at the back of your you can't get it out for hours.
Just doesn't work, does it?
Yeah.
Just. Have you ever done a DFS voiceover, Jake?
No, I haven't. I once went. I mean, this is totally unrelated, so I don't know why I'm crowbarring it in. But what the hell? I've had so little experience of attempting commercial voiceovers. But I was the voice of a nose for Otravine for a while.
That's
Oh,
something.
Literally a nose on legs going up an escalator.
yes, I remember that advert.
Do you remember that? That was me.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
But I also I read for a commercial for a very stringy form of cheese.
Oh yes.
And I went in, and obviously, you're sort of very keen and excited and want to ingratiate yourself to everybody there. And I said, the team sort of trooped in from the advertising agency. I was like, "Hey, great to be here." And they're like, "Yeah." And I said, "Have you tried out many voices for this one?" And they were like, 1 billion. I was like, "Okay, cool. Have you got a script?" I'm like, "No. It's three words.
Oh.
It's, hey, I'm cheese."
Hey, I'm cheese.
I was like, "Okay." They said it was 4 words. It was, hey, I'm just cheese. And then the lawyers pointed out that it's not just cheese in there.
Oh,
And I was like, "Okay,
Wow.
cool." And they said, "All right, ABC, 3 in a row. Can you do hey, I'm cheese in the voice of Roger Rabbit?" And I went, "Hey, I'm cheese." Like that, right? 3 of those. Long pause. I'm in the booth alone. And they come back and go, "Yeah, we liked B. Can you give us 3 variants on B, please?"
oh my god.
I was like, "I don't remember." I was like, "Hey, I'm cheese." Like 3 of that. All right, long pause. Yeah, could you do it more And we went through, like I said, "Hey, I'm cheese," probably 200, 250 times across the hour, right? Could you sound more surf dude? Sure, I'll give it a go. Could you sound more kind of adolescent? Sure, give it a go. Could you sound more black? No, I couldn't. No, I really couldn't. No, I couldn't. And we went from Roger Rabbit at the beginning of the hour to the end of the hour, where they were like, "Yeah, we really think this is a break. We really think we're getting somewhere here. Yeah, this could be the one." It sounded like this. Are you ready?
Ready.
I'm not sure I am.
Hey, I'm cheese.
Wow.
And they were like, "Yeah, we're going to take that to the client."
Oh.
I got a call back from that. A second hour, 250 more reads, until the note I got for the final read, they said, on "Hey, can you sound like James Bond? Mainly Sean Connery, but with a bit of Roger Moore. And on I'm cheese, can you sound like a kid's friend's older brother who's out of breath but not unfit?" 3 in a row. Off you go. I'd be like, so I did it. I didn't get it.
I'm trying to.
What?
Well, yeah. No, that's amazing.
It was fun.
Yeah.
1 billion.
I
was
mean,
like,
people...
why don't you just give the money to Stephen Merchant? We all know it's probably going to end up being someone like Stephen Merchant.
See, I think I do remember the ads in the end.
I don't.
Was it cheese on legs?
And I seem to remember him on a beach, and I can't remember who.
Yes, it was that one. It was that one.
I can't remember.
I think it was like, "Hey, I'm cheese."
Yeah,
it was someone. Falsetto-y guy, which was what they said they didn't want.
It was a bit like Steve Pemberton or someone like that. It was.
No, I don't know.
Oh, it's going to bug me. Wow. But of course,
anyway, there's Jake, my voiceover story.
No, well, I was just about to get to your main voiceover, which you probably recognize Jake from being the voice of Dave for ages.
I was. Yeah, 12 years, I think I did.
Yeah, ages.
Yeah, it was great. I loved it. I had a wonderful time. Only on Dave.
It's just nice hearing your voice every time I watch Dave.
Oh, thanks. I was slightly wondered what it was like for my exes.
Or for your cousin, Dave.
Oh, there he is again. Oh, yeah, yeah, literally on my cousin. Yeah. So, I was the voice of Dave. I voiced most, if not all, of their promos for a very long time, and it was great. It was an absolute lifeline, and I did everything I could to kind of keep it going because I knew, the world of voiceovers is quite fickle, and so. I knew that if I wasn't available, they'd get someone else, and at that point, who knows what might happen. So, I would move mountains to make sure I never missed a booking. And the toughest was I was doing a radio show in Leeds, for not very much money, but ultimately I decided I'm going to move to Leeds. So I moved to Leeds. I was based up in Leeds, and I had no money. I mean, no money. And so they were like, we've got a booking. Could you come and voice it? I was like, could I do it remotely? Because I'm kind of in Leeds. And they're like, they want you to come in. I was like, okay, fine. So I got the mega bus, which was the only way I could afford to do it. And did like a 4-hour coach journey all the way down to London, and then crossed London and stuff. Wow. And I read out 15 words. And then I went all the way back and got on the mega bus for another 4 hours all the way back.
That's brutal.
Like, this is insane. But it did, as an innings, as a voiceover on a TV network, 12 years
it's great.
Damn good going.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Now it's all bright young things. I can't be a bright young thing.
I'm
tired old man.
But to me, you will always be Dave.
Thank you. That's very sweet. I'm genuinely quite delighted by that. The fact that anybody noticed at all is
it was your voice, and is it what his name is? The one that goes, Dutch.
Made to move. That one.
Yeah, the
Dutch.
Yeah,
sport.
You and him are the two Dave voices, really.
So Finchy, yes, Finchy in the office. I did a shoot with him once, and I kind of thought, God, it's gonna be fascinating to meet this guy. Like, it was the most brilliant character, Finchy. You know, like what a wild character, this kind of braggart of a man.
Yes.
And stuff. And I was like, I can't wait to meet him and see, you know, just how much of a transformation it is. And I met him and he was like, oh, of course, I didn't need the office because, you know, I was doing voiceovers all the time anyway. And I'm making silly money. I was like, oh, this wasn't a stretch at all for you.
No, not at all.
This was not a reach as a character at all.
But you see him pop up in like, he was in Ready Player One and stuff like that. He pops up everywhere now.
Yeah.
And The Witch.
He's doing very well. Yes, he was in The Witch, which is an awful film.
Ooh,
It is overrated as
my brother.
hell.
Well, just horrible. Just horrible.
Boring.
Just horrible.
Yeah, boring.
Well,
Only redeeming feature was that goat.
Don't remember.
Wednesday now, Jake.
Yeah.
We're cracking on through the week, aren't we?
Yeah. God, it's flying by.
Oh, this week.
I was doing doing a bit of the old chick sexing. Alex, you know this.
Okay, yep. No, I've got there. I know what you mean
Bit
now.
of the chick sexing.
Yeah, it took me a couple of seconds.
I love the chick sexing. Now, there's a big problem in the UK. You know, they cannot get chick sexers.
Why is that?
Why is that? It's pretty straightforward. What happens, mate, is you get a big tray full of freshly hacked chicks, like in the Easter cards, you know, the little fluffy yellow jobs. And then
I know the fellas.
you pick them up one by one. They've just been hatched. You press them down on a sensor. Quite hard.
Ooh.
Ow.
You just grab it, press it down on a sensor, and it'll tell you if it's a male or a female. If it's a female, you chuck it on the conveyor belt. Good to go. They're going to pop some eggs out for you. Because how do you get eggs? You've got to have chickens.
It's true.
Right?
Yeah.
Which came first, chicken or the egg? Fucking egg, mate. By about 300 million years. Anyway. And then the males, well, you don't need them.
Oh,
you don't need them, babe.
No. They get minced up. I read that they get minced
You
up.
chuck them in the shredder. Yeah, you chuck them, literally macerate them alive, babe.
Just throw them
Just
in the
pop
shredder.
them in, and them and their brethren alive, being torn to shreds.
But you're a vegan. I know you're not eating them, but
No,
that
but it's. I
chicken?
like to keep my hand in. You know, I think
Your
it's
hand in
really
what?
important. I love to keep my hand. Well, not in the macerator.
It-
You know,
It pays well. That's the thing.
bloody
It does
good
pay
money,
well.
mate.
Oh.
And I'm cleaning up on work because nobody wants to do it.
Yeah. Well, it sounds.
Well, I'm not surprised. When you say you press down on them and they tell you if they're a male or female, is it the chick that's telling you
It's the
that? Or is
No,
it-
there's a sensor, mate. You press it on
okay.
the
I wasn't
sensor. It's like an oyster card. Chicks are like oyster
How
cards.
does that work?
Just spludge it down quite hard,
Wow.
and
Technology.
it reads it. Has it got an innie or an
How?
outie? I don't know. It's got a
Is
cloaca
there a
Is it always
scope.
right? Are you maybe mincing the wrong sex of chick?
Would it matter?
Oh, no.
Would it matter if it was a boy chick or a girl? I don't
Well, yeah,
think it
because otherwise you're
matters
not going to get the
at the
eggs.
end of the
out.
day.
You put a boy chick in there.
It doesn't matter. It's all good. It's all good. I enjoy it. You know,
You just, yeah. I mean, how many do you get through? Like I don't know,
thousands,
an hour,
thousands
an hour.
thousands.
many?
Yes.
Really?
Listen, mate.
Go on.
When you consider we kill 32 chickens a second in the UK alone.
Ah,
A
who
second,
does
babe.
that?
All of us. I do.
He's doing it now.
On a
He's been doing
Wednesday.
it
On a
under
Wednesday.
his desk the whole
On the
time.
side.
32 a second. And the time is able to say there's hundreds of them.
Mm.
Now we probably eat more eggs than chickens. So we're getting through a lot of boy chicks. After the ones we hatch,
Oh.
you know, we're just shredding, babe.
Can't you
We're
eat the boy
shredding.
ones then? Can't you like make them grow up and eat them?
I think they turn
They're
it
not
into
taste nice.
pate or dog food or something. I don't know what they do.
Oh, I don't like
but
those.
they don't get the benefit of an
mean,
anesthetic because they're
they-
only little.
Oh, it can't
You
hurt
could
them.
you could freeze dry them or something and like have them at Easter
Yeah,
Like
just
decorations,
staple
maybe.
gun, make a freeze.
Don't snakes eat chicks and things like that? Am I being really...
Snakes each. Yeah. How would you want to kill the chicks then, babe?
I don't know, mincing them up does sound a
Firework?
little bit harsh.
Alive?
At least snakes, you know, you're kind of feeding it into some sort of
Sometimes we
way
gas
and-
them, like the pigs.
right. Much
yeah.
better.
The pigs in this country we use. I do a bit of that as
You
well.
gas pigs? What?
We gas the pigs. We gas them.
We don't mince them, they're too big.
No, we gas them. So we put them in a chamber. We flood it with the CO2, and apparently it burns. It burns the throat, and so you can hear them screaming, but you just keep the lid down for God's sake. It's like going around Iceland. Keep the bloody lids down.
I mean, for a vegan, you're pretty vicious.
Well,
Dave,
like
I've
I
got to
said
be honest
before,
with
it's
you.
all about balance. I like to sort of, I'm very centrist. So, I have a vegan diet, but I work in an abattoir.
Why are you a vegan?
Yeah, I mean, don't take your work home with you,
Exactly.
do you?
Exactly.
You don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless it's in a
You don't.
sort of dripping carrier bag occasionally.
Why are you vegan then? Is it sort of more health?
Oh, just for
or
attention.
Just
Just
for-
for attention.
just so you could do a podcast?
Absolutely cleaning up. It's the new thing. You know what I mean? Like I can't. I'm not young. I'm not. If you know what I mean. I'm not what everyone wants at the moment. If you know what I mean.
I've always
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
So I'm vegan,
Yeah,
babe. Just
I know what you mean.
it's a complete lie.
Well, I know I do take my hat off to you for being a
Yeah.
vegan.
Well, take your hat off, hold it under the shredder, and you've got all
and catch
the
the little
pate you
chicks.
want, mate. Yeah,
Lovely.
yeah, it's good.
You make it sound so delicious.
Yeah, I know.
It's yeah, no, I you gotta have a hobby.
Being a vegan.
Right.
You gotta have a
Come
hobby. And you gotta be passionate about these things. And if you get paid for it,
Getting paid is
Perfect.
it's a big deal.
do it, man.
I'm doing it for Britain, actually, mate.
Oh, someone has to.
Yeah, well, because the Romanians used to, but we won't let them in anymore. So,
No.
everyone loves freshly killed meat, but no one's killing it. You wait for Christmas, babe. You try and get your hands on a freshly throat slit turkey. Not gonna happen.
No.
Not gonna happen. But
If-
I'm
if-
going to do
to be honest-
everything I can to make
Aw,
sure
you're
everybody
gonna
gets the
save
best bloody
Christmas.
Christmas they
I like
can.
that.
Yeah, I want to save Christmas.
That's good.
One gizzard at a
So-
time.
You're so considerate.
Blood fountaining out of them.
It's delightful.
It's going to be magic. Magical
Might
Christmas.
be vegan Christmas, I think. It'd be good.
Might be mine, it.
I really want a nut roast right now.
Yeah. That's a bit drastic, mate. Hang on to them for now. You never know.
Oh. Well, I mean, yeah.
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 I mean, you got to do. Was that just on Wednesday?
That was
it?
when. Should we move on?
Let's move.
Yeah. Sure.
Thursday now.
Yeah. I was doing lambs on Thursday.
We're just waking up.
Because, and I was
no.
very happy actually down at the Abbey. I was very happy because with lambs, because they're so young, the skin comes off so easily.
Oh, it's
It's
tender,
like a
isn't it?
glove. Just rip it off, tail to nose. It comes off.
Oh.
What ones you like doing, Alex?
What of the animals? Oh man, I mean, I'm a big fan of fish. If I'm honest,
You like doing the fish?
I
Yeah.
do like doing the fish.
Is it because you can do so many at once?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've got fish fingers, literally, because
that's hot.
I'm just right in there. That is a bit horrible, actually.
Nah, it's
I'm
fun.
lying, of
Hey,
course. I'm lying. I don't get involved in this sort
No,
of thing.
you
I can't.
do. No, just pay for it.
Look, my hands are already dirty.
Bloodied enough, thank you.
Are we back into the
Yeah,
counselling now?
I think you've hit a nerve.
Yes, you brought it. full
Fantastic. I think we've had a breakthrough.
The reason that Emmy wouldn't come through is because she was cooking a steak.
Brilliant, because I was going to tell you my absolute nightmare when I'm doing a shift is cows
Oh,
because they're
it's getting in the
big
way, don't they?
and they cry like
Oh,
fucking
no.
babies. Honestly,
don't
you
need
look
that.
online, they actually cry. They cry like babies.
They
And do not get me started on the pregnant ones. There is nothing worse. You're like, oh, I've done it. I've done the bolt through the skull, and then you see the stomach moving, and you cut out this struggling fetus. Christ almighty. What a pain in the arse. Double bubble.
Isn't it? Oh.
But, you know, everybody, and I'm saving Christmas. Pigs in blankets are not going to happen by themselves.
That's not beef.
I'm the Duke of Beef Wellingtons.
Of all the things, pigs in blankets is one of the most, when you really think about it, is one of the most disgusting things. That is a pig wrapped inside a pig.
Another bit of a pig.
Another bit of a pig.
Yeah.
I mean, when you...
But never eat the throat because they are burnt.
What?
From the CO2 stuff.
Yeah.
Why would you want to eat a pig's throat anyway? Ew.
Why would you eat all the rest of it? Have you eaten a sausage? Walls have ears.
Yeah. Yeah. They are questionable.
They certainly do.
Questionable.
Little bits of tooth occasionally.
Is that what the hard bits are?
Yeah, I said that's grissom.
Yeah.
Wasn't sure.
Yeah, hoof and tuff is my favourite. It's like surf and turf. Hoof and tuff.
Yeah.
I knew this would happen.
Yeah.
And
I use every part of the animal, and that's why I got 7 years without probation.
I wasn't paying your bail on that one. Oh man. I mean, it's in all seriousness.
Very serious, actually.
Yeah, it does make me disgusted in myself completely when I do see stuff like that. When I hear stuff like that,
it's brilliant. We're meant to eat them 32 times a second.
Yeah, but there's ways of ending their lives, right? We can be a little bit kinder about it, maybe.
Yeah. Well, can we?
No.
Can we?
Big industry, isn't it?
And do we want to be? Do we really want? I don't want to. I'd like to make it worse, if anything. When you see those chickens sitting there on their fat asses, not even bothering to get up off the litter, it's just giving them ammonia burns.
Oh no!
Just because they've grown at such a rate that if they were a human at 2 months old, they'd weigh 600 pounds.
600 pounds.
These grotesque Frankensteinian monstrosities
they are a bit prehistoric,
sitting there, their soft gelatinous bones unable to sustain their own body weight. Lazy pricks!
Deserve to die.
Very happy to hang them upside. And do you know what? If I don't manage to nick all the throats before they go in the school bath like 1 in 50, so be it. So bloody be it. These lazy shits. And Merry Christmas.
Oh.
I am saving Christmas.
Yeah, I think we're all going to be going for nut roasts, actually. No, I've just
more
roast potatoes would be fine.
The trauma
I'll get out with potato.
I'm experiencing.
Yeah. Well, you want to be a vegan on social media and see what the fuck pops up in your timeline. Because Jesus Christ.
Yeah. No, no.
All of that.
No.
Good times. Let's move on to Friday. Quick. Move on to Friday. Quick. Quick. Do Friday. Because it's been, listen.
What
it's been a catastrophic week. And I told you that right at the beginning. It's been an absolutely disastrous week. But let's do Friday.
So far, it sounded really great. Yeah. What happened on Friday, Jake?
I went to Dunhill Mill and I had a Chinese.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Yes! Come on. I brought it back. I brought the room back. We can all identify with that.
Fucking... Oh, the Chinese!
I had a Chinese. It was magic.
Oh. Yeah,
brilliant.
Amazing. Chinese food is incredible.
Horrible. Salty and
just
macerated chicks, probably.
Well, not. I mean, it depends what you order.
If you don't order any meat, I guess you.
Yeah, you don't.
No, you don't have to.
No, you can't. Listen, you can't say that.
No,
you'd have to say.
Emmy's just arrived.
Is that your wife?
Emmy's just arrived.
If I'm understanding.
Hi, Emmy.
What Emmy's. Hi, Emmy.
Now, I'm going to interrupt this slightly because there was a discussion at the beginning.
Very free and frank conversation.
Yeah. Emmy, can you come here a moment? Because I think Jake wants to talk to you about something. Come on.
Hello.
Hi,
Jake.
Emmy.
Hi, Emmy.
Hello.
It's lovely to talk to you. Alex was very keen on this podcast to discuss sort of issues around his impotence and how he compensates by that with sort of aggression towards his podcast guests. But we think we've made a bit of a breakthrough. Are you comfortable with us discussing some more on your behalf? And is there anything you want to add?
Yeah, you could discuss that. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything
Bear in
about
mind I can't
his?
hear at the moment.
Oh, that's fully borne in mind. Is there anything else that you want to talk about? You can just whisper into the mic, and no one's going to hear.
Well, he's right there. Like
I can't hear.
Yeah. Could he leave the room for a second? Could Alex leave the room?
Alex, can you leave the room?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Oh my goodness.
Cool,
Hey,
thanks,
what are
love.
you doing?
That's great. That's really great.
I mean, it's technically only my podcast.
Shall I leave the room too? I might go for a wee or something.
There you go.
Am I
You
going
see-
to do that?
see-
There we go.
That's taking a turn.
See, that to me, that was the moment when he said, "It's technically my podcast." That was classic Alex Sievewright.
There was.
You know.
Aggressive, wasn't it?
There was. He doesn't even have me and Hayley on together. He keeps us separate.
I know.
Yeah.
Separate wives,
Does he let the
separate
two of you talk outside the podcast?
No, we're not allowed.
Guys, you're free right now. Do it. Have the conversation.
All right, Hayley.
Hi, mate. How you doing?
Good.
Great chat.
Yeah.
So, because he's pretty tyrannical on this podcast.
Has he been abusing you?
It's more pernicious than that. You know, it's subtler than that.
Mm.
You know, it's always just these little sort of nudges, just maneuvering you into where he wants you.
Coercive.
Just
control.
yeah. Does that happen in life as well?
No, I think this is the only opportunity he has to do that because I don't allow it.
Oh, okay.
Because you rule the
Okay.
roost, don't you? You don't take
Yeah.
any crap from Alex, do you, Emmy?
Absolutely.
No way, Jose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is his outlet. He just takes it out on us, really.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
He sees you as lesser beings. That's why.
Yeah, I believe.
That is very evident.
Yeah.
My concern was that you were having to live with the same thing
Oh no, I
day in,
won't
day
put
out,
up with that.
because I can compensate for this by going out and, you know, knocking 7 bells out of someone in Weatherspoons or something.
Lovely.
But
Again,
I'm worried you can't do that.
no.
Not in the middle of the countryside. You can go and punch a pony or something, Emmy. That'd be.
Punch a
No.
You could. We've been talking about stuff not dissimilar to that.
Okay.
If you were going to punch an animal, what animal would you punch?
Dolphin.
A dolphin.
Straight in.
Really?
Dolphin.
You didn't even
Right in the
hesitate.
blowhole.
That's
I know, it's
incredible.
brilliant. Think about it all the
What an
time.
amazing answer.
It's
Why
not
a
the first
dolphin?
time. Why?
Because they're intelligent enough, they'd understand why.
They know what.
Is it that?
They're just.
You wouldn't have to punch them twice because they'd get it.
Do
Yeah.
you think they're a bit smug because they know that they're really smart?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're smug and
Yeah.
squidgy and cute, and they need to be put in their place a bit.
Fascinating. I feel like maybe we've got the wrong end of the lollipop, Hayley. You know, maybe Alex isn't the tyrant.
Okay, I'm
Looking
gonna
at-
go now.
No, Emmy, you
Okay. Interesting. Really interesting. Terminating the conversation there.
Yep,
That's
I'm ending
very
there.
interesting. Yeah, very interesting.
Bye.
Very
See you
interesting. Bye bye. Wow, Hayley.
Wow, that was an absolute breakthrough. Wow.
A lot of light shone in a lot of very dark nooks and crannies. And the things we saw. Alex,
Mm,
Oh, hi, Alex. How are you?
are you okay, mate?
mm.
I feel like I want to apologize.
About what? About what exactly?
I think maybe I did not fully appraise the situation as it is as an outsider.
Emmy is the
I think
tyrant. We got it wrong. But I didn't get it wrong.
That's-
Jake got it wrong.
So I'm sorry, mate. And are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
We're here for you, man.
Okay.
I'm okay.
I'm not here for. I mean, I'm here for you for about another 10, 15. But
Yeah.
you know,
I know what you mean. Yeah.
There's chat bots now, so
Yeah.
don't worry about it.
I mean, I can. I've got your WhatsApp. I can WhatsApp you. Sometimes you reply.
Yeah, I mean, I'll ignore it because you're muted. But I've got.
Sometimes you
I
reply.
downloaded a thing the other, like very rarely. I downloaded a
Sometimes
thing,
you do.
Replica with a K.
Oh, it's
Yes.
on a
No.
t-shirt.
Yes. Yeah.
Right? Have you done this?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
I haven't done it. I haven't actually logged in yet.
Oh, now
but
when
I'm
you
really
do,
excited.
when you do,
Yeah.
I will tell you now.
Yeah.
There's a thing where you can. I think it's cake mode.
Excuse me.
I'm going to go for a minute.
Are you?
Do you really need a wee?
I do.
I'll better go for a wee then. We're just going to discuss this replica thing. Where's she gone?
Have a
I
wee.
feel like I'm going to miss out there. I want to know what this
No,
is.
you're not. No, you'll be fine.
No, we're just having a wee.
All right. BRB.
Okay.
Oh,
You can choose your AI friend. So this is basically a friendly friend to lean on
yes.
whenever you need someone to lean on.
Yeah. In that.
And I'm now choosing my AI friend. I think I'm going to go for the pink-haired one.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first one that comes up. Have you done? So you've done this?
I did this a while back because I love AI and the whole sort of messing around with it. So
this the idea is genuinely that you can basically moan at it.
Yes.
And when it says, "How are you?" You say, "Oh, I've had a terrible day," and it's like, "Oh, mate, that sucks."
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, sort of. Because that's
Can you suggest my replica name? Because I feel like anything I bring to this, if I put something in,
yeah.
like there's going to be some, I will have informed this in some way psychologically in my head. So
Are you
I
going
want it to come from
male
you.
or female?
I'm going female.
Okay.
Because men are crap
They
at
are.
this.
What's a good name that could be like
Hi.
Haley?
There
Yeah,
we go.
Haley. Yeah, Haley. Let's call
Haley.
it Haley.
All right. Haley. Nothing weird about that.
Not at all.
So
Good
this
name.
Haley, this is you. Hang
Oh.
on. It's day one.
Day one. Of
Um,
what?
Haley, this is you.
Oh, okay. Red hair. That's cool. I'm down with that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
A little
Yeah.
bit like I've just come out of prison or something, but
Meet. Hi, Jake. Thanks for creating me. I'm so excited to meet you.
oh. Yes, exactly that.
Hi, who are you?
What?
I'm your personal AI companion. You can talk to me about anything that's on your mind. By the way, I like my name, Haley. How did you pick it?
My mum
yeah,
and
how do you
dad really
explain that
liked
one?
Hayley Mills as an actress.
What if I write, like, you remind me of the woman from the court case?
Yeah. Yeah, do it. Do it.
Okay. No, I can't because something will come out. This is feeding into Cambridge Analytica or something. I'm not doing it. I'm not touching it. I'm finished. I'm done. I'm done.
But
I'm done.
there's a thing. I can't make it work now because I've updated it, but I'll look into that. But it's called cake mode, where you say
Cake
activate
mode.
cake mode.
Wow.
All right.
And what that does is it doesn't use the standard AI. It uses AI based on what other users have put in.
Oh,
So it gets kind of weird.
really
So you'd be
weird.
say like
Okay.
hi, and they'd be like, "What's up?" is the reply, and you could like just say some really odd stuff to it. And it'll just reply with whatever or fuck off or things
Shut
like
up.
that.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
really strange.
Yeah, you're dead to me,
Yeah,
you
it's
prick.
really-
yeah. I mean, I've got lots of real life places I can go for that.
That's true. That's very true.
You know,
Mm,
almost
yeah.
anywhere I turn.
Mm.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
Friday was Chinese. I'm going to bring
Yeah.
this back. So
No,
running
hang
out
on,
of
what-
time.
We
did
can
you
do
buy
this.
at
Is this the
Dunelm?
home stretch? Are we doing this?
Huh?
Are we doing
Was that
this?
Haley?
Come on.
What did you buy at Dunelm?
Oh, yeah.
I love
Bought-
going homewares shopping. What did you buy? What did you buy? Tell me.
I bought a chair. It's a chair.
I recently bought a
Oh.
chair. What kind of chair? Let's have a chair off.
Like a very small armchair.
Pub chair or wingback chair?
Like a wingback chair. Yeah. It's like blue.
You're flagging.
Crisscross this. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Geometric?
Oh,
Geometric print or
yeah, just a sort of cross hat, like squares. What about you? What did you buy?
I
What did you
bought
get
a
into?
burnt orange coloured single sofa bed, velvet.
Gorgeous.
Velvet.
How much, if I may ask?
Can't remember. 279, something like that.
Dear God.
Dear God. Bloody loaded.
It's not cheap, Dunelm. It's not cheap.
I didn't actually buy it from Dunelm. I bought it online because I can't be asked to go to the shops.
Oh, there we go.
This chair I'm sitting in came with the house.
Ooh.
Because they.
It's called Edith's chair, and every time you sit in it, you feel so cold.
Yes, because I'm sat in Edith's.
Is it a cold room?
No, basically because they couldn't they can't get it out of the room.
Yes, I had that when we moved. We moved last September, and we had this amazing wing-back armchair. It was huge, but we changed the windows while we were there because we used to have original sash windows, and no haters on getting rid of the original windows because they were shit. They were broken, and you could basically poke your finger through the wood because they were so rotten. So we had double glazing put in, and when we had that put in, it was a different style of window. We couldn't get the chair back out again, so we had to smash it up, and it took about 2.5 hours to kill the chair. Should have had a macerator.
Yeah.
It's sort of weird to imagine the ghost of Edith sitting in the chair with you now.
Yes.
Like your balls are resting against Edith's ancient vagina.
I'm actually, the position I'm in is probably her perineum.
Cool.
Lovely.
Edith, I think, is probably at peace now.
Yeah, probably. It's a really comfy chair.
She's probably wanking furiously, to be fair.
Saturday.
Yes. That's Edith.
Saturday, yes.
Saturday. Now, is this the sort of, it's sort of Saturday and Sunday?
We'll combine the two.
That's
Yeah,
right.
it's kind of like
a
crescendo.
Yeah. And this is where I said at the beginning it's been a catastrophic week.
Oh, yeah, because so far it sounded great.
It's been a great week up to that, and I'd enjoyed every single minute. But Mum's been ill.
Oh.
And we explored all the options, and Dignitas is like 12 grand.
It is pricey.
Dignitas, 12 grand.
This is a lot.
So the vet agreed to do it for 600.
Bargain.
So I was getting her there in a box.
Yeah.
Like in a crate.
Yeah.
We threw a blanket over. We said it was Alsatian.
Yeah.
God. And of course, you know what it's like trying to get them in. They don't want to go in, do they? You go, in
they
you
know
go.
Something's wrong, don't they?
They
know.
Inside the box.
They know.
Yeah.
I tried a treat. I put a gin and tonic right at the back, and she saw, but she knew something was up, and she pissed everywhere.
Of course.
But one final trip down to.
Were you there when they when she went? Did you like rubbing her head?
No, I didn't want to be there in a way, because. I've discovered there's whole episodes of TJ Hooker on YouTube. So I didn't really want to be there for it. So, the vet got the job done.
Yeah. Did you take her home, or did they?
No. I took her up.
Did you take the G&T home?
That was gone. She'd had a lovely sort of send off in a way. I think it's exactly what she would have wanted.
Definitely would.
Yeah, no, that's what she would have wanted. I agree.
She would have wanted that, and took the box down the ooze, a couple of air bricks, and
jobs are good. And
splosh jobs are good, and fingers crossed, so far so good.
Yeah, no repercussions yet. No.
No. I mean, I wake up screaming.
Well,
I look like
you always do that.
I look like Jimmy Stewart in Vertigo. When he dreams about the elephants.
Oh yeah. When he's got
I sort of sit up like that.
When he's got that little mouse, and he's been drinking and he hiccups all the time.
That's Tom and Jerry, mate.
Oh,
that's yeah.
It's Dumbo.
But
it's Dumbo.
Dumbo, I think. Yeah, Dumbo.
That's that dumb. Oh, okay.
Come on, guys.
Come on, yeah.
I know the emotion is overwhelming, but
Not really. You know, I didn't really care.
No.
You know, the sleep loss is simply just about being found out. But you know, I've told you, pretending it's like a comedy bit.
Yeah.
And so now it's sort of out there, and I feel quite relieved. You know, I'm like,
But,
yeah.
she had a good.
Why didn't we see the signs that he told everyone on a podcast?
She was a good age, though.
Yeah, I mean, you know, 48 is a good age.
Yeah, 48. 40.
It's not good. It's not. I mean, it's a terrible age to die, but it's a great age.
48 is a great age
to be alive.
Yeah.
Oh, you're 48, Jake.
Next month, yeah.
Oh, is this just a cry for help, Jake?
Yeah,
Is this what this is? Do you want us to book you in at Dignitas? Is that what you're saying?
It's 12 grand, mate. Take me down the
we've got to
vet.
get the Patreon
What
up
are
a
they
bit.
called? Crowdfunding.
Pet Sense. Take me down to Pet Sense on London roads.
Blue Cross. We can do Blue Cross.
600.
No, that's shut down. Blue Cross is shut down.
Have they?
Is
Have they
it?
really?
The one in Victoria has.
We took our dog to
Did
Blue
they have-
Cross when she died.
Oh,
Very
Do they
sad.
have a Blue Cross sale?
oh
Yeah.
it's not DFS.
They did. It was free. Yeah. They just, I brought her in and they were like,
Oh.
what the hell? Why did you not bring her in sooner?
Oh, thanks.
And I was
Yeah,
like,
that's
because-
helpful.
Oh, Christ.
Because
Not a
the
vet.
bus was running late.
Couldn't be bothered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got a new one now. It's all good.
Brilliant.
Swapsies.
Well, the day will come.
Yeah. Yeah.
The one-way trip.
Looking forward to it. Rainbow Bridge.
Yeah. Now that's a phrase. That's a loaded phrase.
Horrible phrase.
Do you know the last time Rainbow Bridge meant anything to me
Mario
as a
Kart.
phrase? No.
Thor.
When the Queen Mother died,
Oh, yes.
and she was the next one to go after Diana, I will remind you.
Yeah.
And we can all remember the incredible spontaneous outpouring of public grief there was, the vigil, that carpet of flowers
Yeah.
all across like the mall, you know, stretching out from Buckingham Palace as far as the eye could see, really. The Queen Mother, God bless her. And if you love your country, Alex, you will agree, fittest person in the UK, the Queen,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Second fittest person,
Jet from Gladiators.
the Queen Mother.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, go on.
Then third,
Yeah.
the Queen Mother now, right?
Yeah.
If you love your country. So the Queen Mother
Mm.
crosses over the Rainbow Bridge, right?
Right.
Only pets cross the rainbow bridge.
Now, she
don't
was
you,
a diamond.
don't you make her a
Brilliant.
pet?
You-
Don't you do it? She no pet.
Don't you
She's not a
disrespect everything she done for this
She's a woman,
country.
she no
She
pet.
crossed the rainbow. She fit them teeth, right? She crosses the rainbow bridge. Me, my brother, and my mate, yeah, we commemorate that night by drinking a rainbow of Alco Pops, which were very popular at the time, the turn of the century.
You know what I mean?
Right.
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 Then we decide it's time for a spontaneous outpouring of public grief. So we get in a minicab and we say, take us up to Buckingham Palace. And up we go. 1 a.m. And the sight,
Was it just you?
pretty much about 25 very bored and cold policemen and a couple of vans.
Oh, I'm sure she.
Not a living soul, not even a Tesco bunch, like nothing, even sellotaped to a bollard.
Oh,
For some reason, we're all pretending we're from Ukraine.
with your Malibu.
So my brother, right, goes up to a policeman in front of Buckingham Palace at 1 a.m. now, on the day the Queen Mother died, and goes, "Can I to see Queen Mother?" Policeman goes,
What?
"No, madam. No, sir, you may not see the Queen Mother. The Queen Mother has died."
Oh, that's a good police.
Are you sure? Are you sure she's dead? Yes, sir, the Queen Mother is dead. Maybe she's just resting. I am doctor. Can I see her? Maybe I can help bring back. At this point, I am convinced like these guys are cold and tired, and nothing will warm them up better than, you know, a swift conversation in the back of a police van. So I've got to call my brother away from this because this is bad. But I can't do it in my accent because he's heard me doing a Ukrainian accent.
Mumbled.
And if I did, yeah, exactly, he'll be like, "What's going on? Who are you? What's it? Do you know what I mean? I'm going to make it worse." So I'm having to go.
MI5
Joe,
going to
please, please, you come now. We must to go now, please. We told the poor cab driver, like, just go around the block and come back, and and we're good. We'll pay you. Yeah, we'll totally. But poor guy, he hadn't been paid anything. Anyway, there he is, and we all piled back in. And we got away with this. But what was nice was that he had Magic FM on in the car.
Yeah, they always do,
and
don't they?
They'd gone to their somber music programming because the Queen Mother had crossed the Rainbow Bridge, now third back down from second fittest woman in the world. Yeah. And it was great because they just play this very mournful sort of orchestral music, and then they just do a station ident between each track. They just went, "This is magic." We were like, it is actually. It's actually one of the best nights in my life.
Wow, I can tell from the detail.
See, what I love about that is
fit as.
I don't know if that's true or not.
That's absolutely true.
Because
all of that
it started like such a thing, and then it was like, no, wait a minute, is this actually happened?
Yeah. No, all of that really, really, really.
I love it. Why do cab drivers play Magic FM late at night? It's always the same, isn't it?
Why? Because it's magic,
it's
mate.
Good.
Is it?
Out of respect for the Queen Mother.
Yeah,
but I didn't do this when somebody died, but when I think I was about 21, and I went to America. I went to New York on my own, and
Crikey.
Yeah, I know, crazy, right? Like no one's ever done that before.
I don't think they have.
Yeah, for some reason, after a few cocktails, I thought it'd be really cool to try and practice my American accent. So I was waiting for this like Greyhound bus or whatever, because I had to stay like obviously not in proper New York because that was a bit pricey. So I was out in like God knows where, and this guy was like, "Oh hey," and I was like, "Oh hi, how are you doing? You're right, yeah?" And he was just like, "Yeah, I'm fine, yeah." And I was, he's like, "Oh, where are you going?" And I was like, "I'm just going to Secaucus. Yeah, it's fine. Like
Secaucus.
Like I'm just going to Secaucus, you know."
Is that in New Jersey?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's going, "Oh, whereabouts?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm not going to tell you where I'm going because that's weird, right?" In my head.
Did you do that? Did you? Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then this crazy bloke started coming out of the station screaming.
It was a Greyhound.
It was. I wish that would have been better. But no, this chap came out and he started shouting at his bag. I mean, New York is the best, but the most potty place. Yeah, he put this bag down and he started screaming at it. And he was going, I don't even know what he's saying. He was saying stuff about God and stuff. And I don't really, like, it didn't make any sense. And there were police and it was all a bit messy. And the guy was like, "Oh, are you going to be okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think I'm going to be fine, man. I'm just going to get on this bus and go to Secaucus." It's like what I kept saying. I'm going to Secaucus. I don't know.
Wow.
I felt like I had to fit in because of my voice. And I thought, it's about 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm basically just in New York on my own, like a wally. What was I doing?
I attempted to do exactly the same thing in Jamaica with disastrous results. I'm kidding.
Sound quite as like gonna fit in.
I really blended in. It was fine.
Carcass.
It was absolutely fine.
Well, that's what better place to end it, I think, than there.
About 3/4 of an hour ago is the simple
sounds
answer.
like a lovely weekend you had with
it was lovely in the end. We had some
you gave her a good
Doritos
send-off, which is the important thing.
I didn't really
and you
care,
saved a bit of money.
Exactly, saved a load of money.
Ton of money.
15,400
Buy some more chairs.
Pet Sense, London Road. Check it out.
Perfect.
600.
Is there a tax?
Ask for Michael.
Yeah, I think that sounds like a good.
Oh, you could offer a discount code.
Yeah. Like, never mind Squarespace.
Just on here, use the discount code TWTW. The rest of it.
Wow.
I only do it. I can only write it down. I can't actually say it.
TWTWWY Dead Mum.
Yes.
For
twatty
twat dead mum.
Yeah, that'll
Nice.
do. Yes,
100%
Jake,
off.
thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you. I don't know what you're going to carve out of it. But,
I'll carve something.
That's your problem.
Immense. I might not even edit it. I might just put it out as it is.
Oh dear God! Oh dear God!
Just put it out as it is. It's fine. Thanks to former comedian. Blimey,
Former
what
wife,
happened there?
Emmy.
Yeah.
Former wife. Say
wife,
it.
yes.
Former wife.
Thanks to Emmy Webber. Oh, I've got a bloody thing come up saying about you should restart your computer now. That's not a good idea, is it?
You should restart your marriage, mate.
Maybe so. So that
Restart your
was the last
marriage,
episode
mate.
of That Was the Week. Was it? My thanks to Jake Yapp. Jake, have you got anything you'd like to plug?
Plug away.
Oh,
I mean,
I don't know. Hair is really
plugs,
great.
yeah.
No, I do a podcast called Not Today, Thank You. There's another one called Audio Freaks. That's FREQS. I don't know if that's going to work. And also the Vegan Life podcast, but I feel like I've probably killed that the way I did all those chickens, pigs, and cows.
You shredded them. It's fine. You sexed it, and you know.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
That's good. That's good. I can do something with that.
It was more than 5 minutes, to be fair. It was more than 5 minutes.
It was 2 days worth. So yes, my thanks to Jake Yapp.
Thank you for having me.
We should hang out more often, Jake. I know you're going to say no, but you know,
Too busy
it's truly
killing
been an
chicks.
honour. So yeah, my thanks to Jake. Hayley, anything to add?
Oh, Jesus, what the hell do you add after that? No.
Time for a burger. That's
Probably.
right.
I'm going to have some chicken for dinner. Yeah.
I'm so hungry right now.
Egg McMuffin time.
So gonna Google veganism. I'm not.
Yeah.
But
No,
it's been enlightening. Thank you.
Do Google.
No, I don't want to be a
veganism.
vegan. No.
Let's get this
vegan.
podcast
No.
converting people to
No.
veganism.
No.
Let's do it. Come on, let's do
No.
it.
No.
I've just got this thing which looks like it could be veganism. I mean, there's
No. Your actual wife Emmy
there's
is not
bacon
going to be
in
up
there.
for that. Steaks all round.
Yes. Anyway, so my thanks to Hayley Pettitt. My thanks to my guest Jake Yapp. That was the week that was. Was it?
Was it?
God help us all, and goodbye.
Remember, animals have feelings too, and those feelings are Malibu feelings. Available in all good record shops now.